later this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Here we go now. Blue, landed.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Set. Blue, landed. Blue, landed.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
Here we go. 190. 190. Flex round. Flex round.
To throw on second down. Simpson. And it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190.
Throwing on third and long. Simpson. And Tate's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Back to the air on second down. Simpson, his throw incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
To throw on third down. Simpson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go now.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10, and in this case, they did it really successfully. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming out.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in.
And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Vic Beasley coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. If you take a big sack, it could push you out of range.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Looking to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Panthers add on to their lead. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this.
Well, I think the drills get better that they work on, training camp, off-season work, OTAs. But also a lot of these guys have dance backgrounds, ballet backgrounds, and they take that and carry it over to the football field.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Murphy. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head...
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, 49ers. Le'Veon Bell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Off play action. Simpson. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point up and through. And it's now 17-14. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Reuben Foster in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. On second down, here's Penning. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Completes it right side to Dodson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st and 10, Simpson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simpson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Simpson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hale. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. 190.
Throwing on 1st down. Simpson. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Simpson. This will be caught at about the 6. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
He's going to get it running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. Now it's Murphy.
Return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
first down. Simpson. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio.
On first and 10, Simpson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play?
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Reuben Foster in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
Penny, a first down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Set. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. To throw on second down. Simpson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Simpson. Open man has got it. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The 13 yards that time at a first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Throwing on first down. Simpson. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. White 90.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And a loose football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On first down, Simpson, throw left side complete. It's Hale. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Now they toss to Bell running right. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Simpson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Here we go now. Green 39.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
319! 319!
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, there's the danger of selling out on 4th and short. So many guys flood the line of scrimmage that you're left very thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels. And they took big advantage of it there. Not just picking up a first down, but ripping off a huge gain on top of it.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dotson with a grab over the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Josh Dotson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 38.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Able to get away. Now he's forced out left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down and a 21-yard gain.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a 1st down, but a big gain to boot.
Let's go. 38.
A give to Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The Panthers are going to take another timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Come on, let's go. 38.
Again, it's Bell. Bell 1st down and then some. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They come up in an offset eye. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go now. Green, 30.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio. Switch. Check 26.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simpson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Niners on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Simpson. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. Well, I know it points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for San Francisco, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for Charles